What's up, guys? It's your boy from Madden.com, and today I'm going to break down the November title update that just dropped. Now, I don't think it's live just yet. I think that it'll be up very soon, but obviously the patch notes have been dropped, and I'll be covering them today. As always, I talk about the gameplay changes. I don't really talk about the cosmetics or the franchise. If you guys want to read the full patch notes, I'm going to leave the link in the description as well as the comment section, and let's get right into it. So the gameplay updates, it kind of has a lot of fluff in it with like specific players, Jalen Waddle, Mac Jones. I'm not going to talk about any of that. I'm going to talk about the glitches that did get patched or allegedly got patched. That's something I have to be very careful about saying because EA is very inconsistent with saying something's fixed when it's really not. So let's go ahead and talk about this one first. Fixed an issue allowing players to exploit defenders by using pump fake and throwaway at the same time, leading to zone coverage defenders ignoring the quarterback scrambling past the line of scrimmage. So this isn't something I saw a whole ton of, really. It's something that people would do if they just wanted to keep the zones back and then take off with their quarterback, and then clicking your right stick in just wouldn't really work, and they would get a huge gain with the quarterback. Now, it's obviously a glitch, and they said they fixed it, so it's a good thing, but again, I didn't see it a ton, so this isn't like a super big deal for me personally. But as far as some of the other ones, there's some really big changes that I think are going to affect all of us. So let's go ahead and talk about this one here. Fixed an issue causing running back streak hot routes to run straight through the line instead of stemming to the outside first. So people wondered if this was intentional when it was changed. I think it was last title update in October, where the running backs would just run straight through the offensive line. And it was actually really good for chunk play, believe it or not, because it would get to a part where a user kind of had to defend it if you didn't man them up. And then even man-ups would sometimes get outran. So if you played a cover zero or something like that, you could easily outrun somebody. And it was just a good route, but it wasn't intentional. So it's going to go back to the way that streaks were beforehand, where, for instance, if you're in shotgun and you put your running back on a streak, he kind of stems to that side of the field that he's on first and before going upfield. So there's kind of like a delay. He's almost like a fade, if you will. So that's a pretty big change. A lot of people were using those streaks for very big chunk plays, and they no longer can. Now, don't get me wrong, the streak is still going to be okay from the running back. It's just not going to be quite as good. Next up, we're going to talk about the changes they've made to some very popular RPO plays, such as read flat wheel. So I already have it highlighted. Fix an issue preventing man coverage from covering a tight end wheel route on RPO plays, such as Deuce Close RPO read flat wheel. So I'm sure many of you have seen this play at least once, probably way more if you guys are actually playing the game a lot. It's a play that it wasn't technically a glitch. It was just bad logic from EA, and hopefully that is fixed. I don't know how they've implemented it. I don't know if it matters if they're the read or pitch option defender. We're going to have to see on that. Personally, if I had a man coverage defender who wasn't the read or pitch defender, then he was covering him pretty well. So I'm curious to see if that is the change that they've made. I'm going to make a video maybe this weekend or early next week where I cover some of these changes and make sure that they're actually fixed. But for now, I'm just, reading them. The next one is the exact same play. Fix an issue allowing a receiver to be uncovered by sending him in motion on Deuce Close RPO read flat wheel. So people would do this. It would just uncover the receiver, and he'd be naked for a one-play touchdown. If you just don't know what's going on. If you're not looking at your play art, it's very easy to see, or very easy for you to give up a one-play touchdown. Next, we're going to talk about another play that we did cover on this channel. Not necessarily a play, but a method of getting your tight end completely uncovered or unmannable. And it was going to, the wing slot PA double dig and then audibling. And it would just allow your outside tight end to not be mannable. So you could just motion him outside or whatever, and he would just run straight down the sideline for a one-play touchdown. And they have allegedly fixed that logic. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. Personally, I didn't see it too often. Maybe you guys did. It might be more common in like the CFM scene or something, but on MUT, I didn't see it, a lot for this to be super alarming, and maybe that's why they didn't fix it sooner. But yeah, I'm glad that one's fixed as well. And then the last one we're going to talk about is fixed an issue preventing play art from updating appropriately to reflect adjustments made to blocking in pre-play. Players will not have to reset the formation anymore to view the blocking adjustments. So this is something that we talked about, where the stems from the offensive lineman, if you would slide left, they would not actually slide left in the play art. They would just still have their normal drop backs at about 6 o'clock. And if you wanted to get an actual slide and get proper slide adjustments, you did have to reset your play or flip your play beforehand, and then your slides would adjust. So this is fixed. I'm confident that this one is fixed. So that's just one less thing we have to worry about before we call our play or set up our play. And that's really good, especially since if you, I guess, reset your play and then make all your adjustments, sometimes it can get you pretty close to getting a delay of game. Just depends on how many adjustments you actually have. But regardless, this is a good change, and I'm pretty happy with this title update. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, if you guys think this is good enough or it's underwhelming. If there was anything specifically you wanted fixed, I can try to bring it to their attention if it's something that's a big deal to you. And yeah, just let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, subscribe for more Madden 23 content. And then if you guys need additional help and want to win more games of Madden 23, head over to acemadden.com, become a member, use code ACE for 15% off on any membership. You'll gain access to every single ebook we've put out, including our new tight doubles offense that we just put out on the weekend. So, all right, that's it. I'll see you guys later.